Hey yo, good evening everyone. Welcome back to another football fan culture video. Thank you guys for tuning in today, and we will be discussing the games that happened during this midweek and just discussing a few results and also looking back at our predictions as well. Thank you once again for tuning in. We appreciate you for watching us and subscribing and liking the video. So this week has been quite crazy. The past few weeks actually, as an Arsenal fan, I would say. I don't know, Chelsea aren't really many competitions, right? So I mean, there's nothing to talk about, except the car. What are you guys in again? What are you guys in?
You think you're funny, no? Let's see if we innovate. You guys already out of the FA Cup against Newcastle.
Not
When is
Newcastle,
that?
bro.
EFL Cup.
Oh,
You're already
EFL.
out,
Okay.
anyways.
Yeah.
And then you already and Man United kick you guys out
Man.
in your own background, and you
Dude.
wanna come and talk to me about being how many cups?
Okay. Anyways,
You know?
Arsenal has been going through a long patch. I don't know where you want to start. Let's start by reviewing our results first. How's that?
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
I hope that time I didn't go on there. Well, Brentford, Man City. We both said 3-1, and the game was 2-2.
Okay. So Brentford 3-1, 2-2. And then the next one is
Chelsea.
just run through them.
Okay. And the next one is Chelsea Bournemouth. I said 2-2. I said 2-1. You said 2-2.
All right.
And you got it right.
Mm-hmm.
I got both
Yes,
wrong, but I was hoping we win. Chelsea.
Yes.
I don't even know what to say anymore.
Of course, you must listen to me. I'm the football
Nah,
guru.
you're just a hater.
I am the football
You're just a hater.
guru
Nah,
in this
bro.
place,
Don't tell me about you being football. You're just a hater, dude. Well, Forest and Liverpool, we both said 2-2.
All right.
It was 1-1, so
Okay.
half right.
Okay.
Arsenal Spurs, I said 3-2.
Mm-hmm.
You said 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
And that game finished in the first half. Actually, I'm glad I went to sleep. Because the second half didn't matter. I was thinking let me stay. I'm like, nah, let me go to bed. And I woke up. I was like, I saw the goals anyway, so I didn't miss anything.
Dude, it was bad. We're gonna get into it when we do our match review.
All right, and then Man United versus Southampton.
Okay.
We both said win for Man United. But you said 3-0. I said 2-0. We both got it wrong.
Well, who would have thought that the 3 goals were gonna come in the last 12 minutes?
Yeah. That was crazy. I couldn't believe it. And in the last 10 minutes.
Yes, 10. Because Ahmad came in for the last 12 minutes, but he scored in the 80th.
It was actually insane. So
okay.
those are the games that we.
So I got 3 predictions right. You got 2 predictions.
No, you got 4 predictions right.
Okay.
And 2 correct.
Perfect.
Score lines.
Yes.
And I only got 2.
All right, that's great. So we actually going to be doing a forfeit at the end of the season for the one who gets the most scores. We're going to be taking up the scores right now. So if you guys want to see the forfeit, you must stay until the end of the season. And of course, you can also give your suggestions as well for the forfeit that you want to see. And
you can also be involved as well.
Yes, you can also just drop your predictions as well. We might be running a giveaway for the person who gets the most scores amongst the comments and those that are subscribed as well. So the prizes are quite big and they vary. So if you are interested and you'd like to be part of the community, I suggest that you drop your comments on TikTok and on our YouTube channel as well, because we do quick predictions on the football fan culture. So going back to, of course, let's review Chelsea's game quickly, and you can tell us how you felt. Of course, there was a video on TikTok, but just give us a full feel of the game and how you saw the game unfold in real time and how you felt about the results.
It was very disappointing because it's the same old thing like every week. And it's like we know Kopama is gonna score and we know he's gonna do something.
Dude,
and he has nobody else to help him.
That's actually so crazy because that's exactly how I felt as I was sitting here. And I don't know if I told you, but I said, let's see if they're gonna score his second goal. I don't know if I told you that. But maybe I told you that in the previous game. I said, let's see if they want to score a second, because it happened 3 times. 3 times in the past 2 weeks. So it's crazy.
It really is. Like, I just think we need more. We need better players. Like, most of these players are not Chelsea, quality. Jackson is a good guy, and he He tries not to keep the ball. He works hard, and that's what's so painful, right?
Right.
Because you can see he tries, you can see he wants to do something, but he's just not good enough. You know, some people are just not good enough, and that's just the truth of the matter. You know,
the truth of the matter.
And going out to the other person, I'm gonna blame. I'll say it's
Maresca.
It's Maresca.
Oh, okay.
I just feel like he doesn't make the right decisions, or it takes too long to make one. There's so many things you can do, you know. There's so many things you can change.
Yeah.
You don't always have to take up Cole Palmer, but you can like move him around, like, you know, do something different. You can't just leave him there in the 10.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, you just keep him there.
Right.
We have Uncook on the bench. We have Felix on the bench. Do something with those players. Those are very good players. They're talented.
Man.
And I don't know what's happening with him that he doesn't even trust, especially Felix.
Yes.
Every time that guy's on the pitch, you can see him do something.
Yeah.
Yes, he doesn't always score, but you can see that he's creating something. Like there's something happening. But for some reason, he doesn't trust him. And apparently, according to rumors, he didn't want him anyways.
Yeah.
So those are things that are gonna have to be sorted out, and we just need like, you know, world class players.
Yeah.
And I'm so disappointed. I'm hearing that we're going for other 19-year-olds again and 20-year-olds again. And I'm just thinking that
the project.
Honestly, at this point, I'm not seeing, you know, a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, right now it looks really steep for you guys, and I understand, like, watching from an outside perspective it's something that I've seen happening, so I think it must be frustrating for you guys, because I always think to myself, okay, whenever we watch Chelsea, they play amazing football for like 20 minutes, and then the rest of the game is just go quiet, and it's always the same story,
and
especially
especially the second half.
Yes. It happened again. So it's always that. So if a team is playing Chelsea, they don't really mind them scoring the first goal. It's like they just go into this sequence of dead and silent and non-creativeness for the rest of the game, and they only wake up after like the 90th minute because they think, oh, okay, we're actually playing football here. We need to score.
You know, and that's the crazy part. It's like they realize that, oh, we actually have to score. We have to do something.
Yeah.
And like in that game, if it wasn't for Reece James, if Reece James wasn't back on the pitch, what was going to happen?
Bro,
we were going to lose another game
against Bournemouth
if he didn't come back from injury, because it was a free kick from him.
It was.
You can't even say somebody else in Kentucky. It was a free kick.
Yeah.
And the way he just like put it away, you see, this is what I always say, he's one of the best out there. And if it wasn't for the injuries, we'd be comparing him to Trent right now. And the discussion of always who's the best was always going to be there.
So I'm just going to quickly review the Arsenal game. For me personally, that didn't feel like a North London derby. Because I don't know if it's the losses from Newcastle and Man United that made it that way, but I just didn't feel galvanized by it. I was kind of already sure that we were going to win because the Tottenham team were depleted, and I just felt that we were going to walk all over them, and I wasn't really excited. Although I am happy that we've closed the gap, but for me right now, it dawned on me that on Sunday we're not going to be winning anything, because I don't think we're going to be winning this title. However, I was just happy for my team. I'm supporting my team, and I'm hoping that something happens, but I'm not expecting anything. And if, of course, something shows up, I'm going to go for it, and I'm going to hope for something. But right now, there's just nothing that I'm clinging on to. And somehow that game really didn't feel like a huge game for me, because normally the North London derby holds a lot of weight. But this year's one just felt really... I was not very enthusiastic about it, if I have just to put in simple words. And also it being played on a Wednesday after copious games in the previous weeks. I don't think the calendar really helped it a lot, but I enjoyed it. I enjoy football.
Why was it on Sunday?
I don't even know.
There's no big game on Sunday.
Yes, I don't know. So Trossard scored a magnificent goal. Odegaard came back to some of the levels that we've seen him play. So that was amazing. And of course, Partey as well was good, and Lewis Kelly putting a really, really good performance. It was quite amazing to see an 18-year-old boy just play really well in North London derby.
What were you doing on 18th?
What was I doing? I was preparing my exams.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah. So.
No, but the first 20 minutes, like, you guys look like you look threatening for the first 20 minutes, and then what happened?
Yeah, no, I mean, they just scored. It was just out of nowhere. I wasn't really disappointed by the goal. I knew we were going to come back. I even think the Tottenham fans also knew we were gonna come back. They just know it that Tottenham was gonna be able to hold that lead. They don't have that strength in their team. So yeah, I think that all there's nothing much to say on that game. Just big up Lewis Kelly for his performance. It was quite remarkable. Remarkable. I cannot wait to see the catalog and the character that he, of course, becomes in the future. So yes.
Yeah, so that was one of the big games. So we just run through just the others, we just talk about it and can just run through. So going for Man City, like they dropped a 2-goal lead. Like
True.
I don't even know what to say anymore.
I didn't really have time to catch that game, but that's disappointing on its own. I think that just encapsulates Man City in a nutshell this season. Yes, I think that
it does, because it doesn't make any sense against Brentford, who are struggling. You guys beat them like comfortably, like what? 3-1.
Comfortably.
It wasn't even an issue, and then
it was very comfortable. Very comfortable.
I was shocked to say honestly, and then Forest Liverpool, we knew there was an issue.
Forest Liverpool,
yeah, like it looks like they always give them problems, and it was 1-1, and it is the drew, and that's when you have to win the league, you have to pull results like that. Sometimes it doesn't always go your way.
True.
We're not always gonna win.
True.
And you just have to try to pull out whatever you can.
True.
And then United Southampton, the big boy Ahmad. He's not in the convo now of one of the best upcoming players or young players.
No, definitely. I was watching that game. In the last few minutes when he scored. I saw the run he made, and he kept making that run. And I think the beautiful thing about watching him yesterday and actually acknowledging his quality was that he made that run at least twice. So the first time the defender got the ball, and then the third time or the second time, if I'm not mistaken, that's when Eriksen was able to find him with a pinball on top, and he just told it inside the goal. So it was amazing. It was amazing to see, and the first goal as well took it quite well. It was actually a hat trick. I don't know if that was one of the fastest hat tricks in the second half, but it must have broken some records because he didn't even start. He came in on the 78th minute. So Ahmad is definitely a player to look out for. It's actually amazing to see an African player really play that well, and I'm really just not vouching, but just steering him on because it's amazing to steering him on because it's amazing to see African players do so well in the biggest stages of football, if you have to be honest. So
especially
he's a talent
close to home.
Yes, he's a talent. I cannot wait to see what he brings to the Premier League. It's gonna be amazing to see him competing against Lewis Kelly. In the left back, whenever we play United, of course, when they come back, they will have to come back someday. And Ahmad is going to be able to be that nucleus that they can be able to build their team around. So it's just amazing watching him. He's a brilliant player. I think every single match now, for me, I think that's the player I want to be looking at Man United.
Yeah, and he's on the score against Man City too, right?
Yes.
In that first touch to get past.
And he's the one who scored against Liverpool.
Oh, okay.
The second goal. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's definitely
Man United. You have a talent in your hand.
Definitely, young player of the year combo there.
You have a player in your hand. So good luck with that one. So that's everything for the previews and everything that happened last week.
Yep.
So now moving on to this week. There's not really big 6 games, but we can just run through but they're very important games because I feel like these next few games might like set up the race. I feel.
Okay.
And I think if Liverpool drops, it becomes a risky move for them. Like now, because if you guys win,
drop more points.
Yeah, and they drop any points, like 2 points or 1 point behind them.
They're playing first, right?
Yeah, they're playing first. They're playing first.
We're playing at 7.
They're playing at 7.
We're playing at 7. What's they playing?
They're playing at 5, and this is South African time, by the way. Right. They're playing at 5, so they're playing Brentford, the team that gave Man City, one for their money at the end. Yeah. So what would you say? Because you said here 2-1, of course, it's a prediction, but like, why do you think it's gonna be a win for them?
Why do I think it's gonna be a win? I think for me personally, Liverpool are just relentless. And watching the second half against Nottingham Forest just gave me an indication of what this Liverpool team is. They don't give up. They on you all the time. With Man City, they don't have that passion, that desire to go and win games. And that's the difference between Manchester City, and Liverpool. Brentford will give them a tough time, but I think they'll come out on top. They're just always consistently just creating chances after chances after chances. So that's why I think they are going to win this game 2-1.
Yeah, I also think so as well.
Yeah, so Arsenal. Yes, Arsenal versus Aston Villa. For me personally, I don't think Aston Villa is a team that they were. We were playing them in a time where they were in ascendancy. I think this season is not the case, and it's also not in the later part of the season as well, where they were looking to go to Europe. So, with that being said, I think we're gonna win this game 2-0. Gonna win this game 2-0. We are galvanized by the win from Wednesday, and I think the team is going to be ready for the fight. However, I hope that they've been practicing shooting in training sessions because they just keep missing chances after chances. Our best striker is our defender in Gabriel.
That's insane.
Literally. So I hope those forwards are practicing some shots because they need to get their heads straight and together so we can be able to try to win something. Of course, right now I'm not hoping for anything, but I'm still kind of clinging on the fact that perhaps we're going to put on a run and win something this season. I don't know what it is, but it's just something. And I hope that they go on as well to sign a forward or loan a forward and sign one because we need something in the front line. We need something in the front line. So that's my overall feel about the game. I think we're going to win it just because we have to. And also just thinking about last season as well, we need to avenge that.
Yeah, we're still on that.
Yes, of course, man. That lost us the league.
Yeah, but that's more new than them, though. Like,
So
but
that's
do
why we need to make it
I do
right.
understand what you're saying about. But me on my side, I'm going for a draw 2-2 because I just feel like Arsenal hasn't convinced me enough yet for me to be like confident. Yes, it's Arsenal and they're playing at home. They can always put a result out of nowhere. But for me, I feel it's gonna be 2-2 because I feel like Aston Villa, they're decent side. They haven't been playing well lately, but anything can happen.
True.
So for me, that's what I think. And in the next game, Everton versus Spurs.
Everton versus Spurs. I said 1-0 to Everton. I don't think Tottenham is so bad. They're so bad. And playing against Everton, who gave? What's the team they played against? Against a team last week. I forgot, but the team won 1-0. So I think
Aston Villa,
yes, and Aston Villa is not a very bad side. Like you just said now. So for me, I don't think Tottenham is in the same space as Aston Villa, and Aston Villa struggled there. So I think Spurs will lose.
Yeah, but Aston Villa, they're playing even more desperate than Spurs because Spurs has only won one game in the last 5.
That's what they're gonna lose. Because that's what I said. That's what they're gonna lose because Aston Villa struggled to win convincingly against Everton, and they are better than Tottenham. So that means Everton's gonna beat Tottenham.
Okay. Yeah, so what you mean. Yeah. But for me, honestly, I just feel like it's a regulation battle.
Yeah,
it is. It's not because Tottenham is not going down.
Could be.
Because they're like what? They're 14th on the table, bro.
Yes.
And Everton's like 17th, I think, or 16th, which is really crazy.
Yeah,
like they're close to each other on like 6 points.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's a relationship battle, but like of course, the one game. I don't think both of them will get relegated. I think other teams will.
Yeah.
So I'm just going for 1-1 because I just don't think either one of them are good enough to like outplay the other.
Okay.
But I think Tottenham will get a goal definitely.
Fair. Right.
So
cool.
That's our prediction for Everton Spurs. So the next one, Man United versus Brighton. You give a crazy score prediction.
Man United versus Brighton.
Yeah.
What was my score prediction?
You said 4-1 to Brighton. 3-1 to Brighton.
3-1 to Brighton. Yes. 3-1 to Brighton.
You really think like it's gonna be that easy?
Yeah.
After like the one that they've had in the past 3 games. Don't you think Man United
they lost 4 games, they drew 1 and then the one that's in the FA Cup and they just won the 1 game.
And then they drew against Liverpool, then they won you guys, and then they won Southampton. Don't you think there's a bit of confidence there?
No, there's no confidence. They won us in penalties, and when they scored that goal, the only reason why they actually won is because they just kept missing our chances. Man United is not a great team. Euro was getting cooked yesterday by a 22-year-old Winger. I don't even. I
You don't
forgot
have
his
to
name,
be
but he
so harsh.
cooked him.
You don't have to be so harsh,
Cooked
bro.
him, and the way Brighton plays,
But they're
with João
looking better
Pedro,
though under Amorim.
not better to beat Brighton. Sorry.
Yeah, but that's true. That
Yeah.
with just want to just get a bit of credit because
Yeah.
I feel like for the past few games at least they've been doing a bit better.
But it's not great.
But they're not great. And I just think Brighton are way more put together. And when they come together, they do play some good football.
Yeah.
So
Man United is a long way to go. So that's what I'm saying. 3-1.
I'm also saying 2-1 Brighton. That's interesting. I want to see if this is going to be right.
Yeah.
2-1, just the football master.
Yeah, man. The football guru.
All right, next one. Ipswich versus Man City.
Easy 4-1.
Easy.
Yeah,
I'm saying 3-0 Man City.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much to say.
Not much
It was
to
a
say on
disgrace
that.
that Chelsea lost against them, honestly.
Yes.
But
I
felt that's just a Chelsea thing.
Yeah,
Man City won't do that.
Haaland scored contract to 2034.
Actually, 10 years. I almost forgot about that.
Yes.
How insane that is.
Yeah.
Someone of his, player of his quality.
Yeah. I think they just want to lock him down so that when they sell him, they can sell him for at least 150 million.
I don't want to say anything that doesn't be clipped. It's fine.
Yeah.
Honestly. Honestly, I don't think anybody will pay that much money for anybody really.
That's crazy.
Where is it gonna go to?
I don't know what these players are thinking nowadays, but that's just
the question is how much?
Man
What
City.
did they give him?
Man City.
Bro, that's the question. What did they give him? 10 years. They must have given him some shares or something because it's crazy.
Maybe.
For him to accept to stay there, and he could still go to teams like Barcelona, to Bayern. He could have gone to chances to still go to big teams. We never know. 2 years from now, and it just because what you call this, one person is a striker. It might end up going back on the wing in number 9.
True. You never know, but hey, look, they sealed him 10 years, 9
That's
years.
crazy.
So let's see how that unfolds.
And the edit though, that was something.
Yeah, the edit on 433 and Man City. If you guys haven't checked it out, oh my word, insane animation effects, bro. I'm sure you guys have checked it out though, but that was insane. Yeah. Cool. The last game.
Yeah, the last game, which is gonna be on Monday.
Yes.
It's Chelsea versus Wolves, and
Chelsea versus Wolves.
So yeah, Chelsea, Wolves. I don't even know what to say.
Let's say something.
To think just like a month ago we're second, with I think 10-point cushion from 5th place. Now we're fighting for top 4. That's actually insane.
Yeah.
Losing all those points that we had, and the sad part. Okay, it's different. And the sad part is that it's not that the team is just awful. It's they're just not taking their chances, and that's what's painful. You'll be sitting there for 15 minutes because they're leading 1-0, and you're we can actually win this game. But guess what? They're gonna equalize, bro, and they're gonna score again. Chelsea is I think is the second or the top team that's considered in the last 20 minutes of the game in the Premier League.
Damn, breaking records, man.
Bro, left and right. Left and right. It's insane, but this is a must win. It's against Wolves. Next week we play Man City. This is the time to come back. This is if they get any points now.
Yeah.
Because even though Man City is bad, I don't have confidence of us going and beating them. Being Chelsea, we're going to Man City and lose 4-0, man. I don't even shocked. Knowing how we move it. At this point, I'm expecting anything. But my prediction is 2-0 to Chelsea. Because I'm just hoping that we finally get a win. And then hopefully, when we set up nicely for the next game against Man City.
Alright. I say 3-2, man. You gotta lose that game, bro.
But you said 3-2 to Chelsea.
Oh, that's 3-2 to Chelsea?
Yeah.
3-2 to Chelsea. Yeah, that's 3-2 to Chelsea. Yeah.
Well, were you sleeping when you think about this?
I was just got to that point. I was like, okay, 3-2. Yeah, I did 3-2 to Chelsea. I know what I'm talking about. 3-2 to Chelsea. Big up the Chelsea, but I need you guys to go beat Man City next weekend. But I think Wolves will give you a really tough game. Really, really tough game.
But they showing to the 17th, bro. Everybody's been slapping them left and right.
True, though. True.
Like, it's
But
actually
I think it's gonna
insane.
be a football of many goals, and I think you guys are just gonna age it by that one goal. So it's gonna be 3-2, 3-2 to Chelsea. They're gonna come back to winning ways, and hopefully Maresca changes something when he needs to, and you shouldn't just wait for things to fall apart, and you should be more proactive,
Honestly.
yes, than reactive. Don't worry, man. Don't worry, man. Things are gonna be better for you, bro.
We fifth, bro. Like, why don't we Europa League
No,
positions, bro? Like,
Champions League, depending on how the other Premier League teams perform in the Champions League. Remember?
but you don't take that risk, man. Like, you wanna have your own. What does what usually says? No other hands.
Ooh, you know what?
You know, we wanna have it in our hands, and that's the best way to go about it. So, I just hope that we win, and hopefully things get better.
All right. Yes. All right. That was that for this week. Game week 22, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Game week 22. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we appreciate you staying up until this moment, this end right now. If you did, you're a real one, and we really, really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We are the Football Fan Culture Brothers, bringing you the best content from South Africa and hoping that you stay with us for this journey. All right, and if you can, drop your predictions, drop your thoughts into the comment section, and we will see you guys here for the match preview after the game week 22 on Monday. Have a blessed night. Peace.